Joshua Holt with the Holt Real Estate Team, Keller Williams Realty. If you've been paying attention at all to the real estate market, you know that it is a very active market, and people out there looking to purchase homes have found it to be extremely challenging. So today, we're going to talk about how we as a team help buyers navigate this market. So, if you're thinking about buying in this market, we have a message for you today. Buying a home is not the same as it was last year or 2 years ago, or frankly even a few months ago. What could have possibly changed? Well, the market is similar to how it was last year, but much more intense. Let's go over exactly what we mean by that, how it affects you as a buyer, and most importantly, the steps that we're going to take to help you navigate buying in this market. The first thing that you probably need to be aware of is that institutional buyers have changed. What does that mean? It means like cash buyers. Investors are no longer out there necessarily looking for those below market deals. Those investors and those cash buyers are out there competing with the traditional finance buyers, and they're willing to pay at or above list price because they simply are just trying to acquire as much inventory as possible. So they are becoming strong competitors for the regular finance buyers out there. So something that you should just be aware of as you're out there looking to buy a home. So what is the process that we as a team take when we want to meet with you, help you navigate this market that we're in? Well, step one is simply that. We want to meet with you. We want to set up a time to meet with you, whether that's in person or virtually, whether it's in our office, or if we need to meet at another location, so that we can review the home buying process with you. We want to go over that consultation with you, review the process, which includes the money, where is that coming from, and what do you all need to have in order to buy a home? What's really going on in the market? Not just what you're seeing there on the news, but what's really going on in the market. We're studying that market every single day, and we can tell you exactly what's going on. And also then we need to know what is your motivation to actually buy a home, and make sure does your motivation actually match what's going on in the market. Step number two then will be, if you do need financing, let's get you connected to a great local lender. Unfortunately, a lot of those national lenders that you see advertising a lot, they just don't quite cut it in the current market. Sellers and listing agents want to know that you have strong financial backing and that you have it from a local lender who understands what's going on here in the South Central Wisconsin area, has experience working with buyers and sellers here in the area. So we can connect you with a great local lender. We have many that we highly recommend that we've worked with that we'd be happy to connect you with. So that's going to be that next step, getting you connected to a local lender to help you get that pre-approval to buy your next home. Step number three, we've talked about it, it's learning the market. We, of course, need to uncover what your needs are. What are you looking for in that home? All of the different criteria that are important to you. What do you envision that new home looking and feeling like, so we can match it up to what's out there in the market and make sure that you understand what is actually available and what is realistic for what your need to what the market can deliver for you. Does that match up to everything in terms of your budget and location and everything else that goes into finding a home? So we're going to take time to really educate you on what is going on in the market. Step number four, we're going to help you understand what really goes into an offer to purchase. It's not as simple as just saying, hey, I want to write an offer for X price on X house. There are many pages that go into an offer to purchase. In fact, it is a legally binding contract once it is executed by all parties, buyer and seller. So it's very important that you understand all of the terms and everything that is going into that offer so that there are no surprises or no misunderstandings. Also important that you understand the other terms and contingencies and things that go into an offer, because once again, like I said, it's not just about, hey, I want to write X price on X house and put an offer together and have you just sign and see what happens. That just isn't going to prove successful for most people in this market. Once we've gone through everything, then our next step, step five, is getting you under contract. So in relation to the offer, we have strategies that we know will work in this current market. We've been successful getting buyers under contract in this current market and not having to do such crazy things as you may be hearing out there in the news and in media and so forth. So that's why it's important to talk with us so we can lay out our strategies and what we can do to help you within the level of risk that you're willing to take or maybe don't need to take in order to get the house that you're looking for. So it's what can we do to actually get you under contract. And then a lot of people think that once you're under contract that it's smooth sailing from there, and it can be, but really the last step, and step number 6, is getting you to that clear to close. So we work with a great team to help us from the contract to close process. So making sure that we're meeting every date and deadline and contingency along the way to make sure that we have a smooth process. Ultimately, it's about ensuring that we're delivering on that promise to you to make this as smooth of a real estate transaction as possible. So we would love to sit down with you and figure out how we can help you make your home ownership dreams a reality. If you have any questions about the buying process or real estate in general, simply give our team a call at 608-345-6594, or you can always email me directly at jdholt@kw.com, and I'll be able to connect you with myself or one of our great team members who would be able to help you start the journey towards home ownership.